Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Grim Dawn. In between episodes, I've been looking for crafting materials to make a skeleton key in order to get into the archives of fates, because the Secrets of the Lost quest that we picked up last time from the Outcasts takes us to the area of the Steps of Torment that's behind the skeleton key door. And you need a blood of Catan for that, and so far I've killed dozens and dozens of cultists, but nobody actually dropped the blood of Catan. So the quest continues. Maybe we'll be lucky while doing something else. But in the process, I did get my reputation with both Homestead and the Order of Death's Vigil increased to Honored. So both factions now grant me another quest. So for Homestead, it's gonna be this one. I've been pondering your situation at Devil's Crossing of late, and I think we may finally be in a position where Homestead can return the favor for all of your hard work. Captain Sommer argued against it, but we can't turn a blind eye to the troubles of others, especially when you've done so much for us. You have done much to assist us here in Homestead. I wish to return the favor. I've sent word that food is to be delivered to Devil's Crossing immediately. Consider the first shipment to be a thank you and a sign of prosperous future between the two settlements. I will let my people know immediately. So that seems rather straightforward. We'll just go back to Homestead, or to Devil's Crossing I mean, and tell them that food has finally arrived. Hello, Barnabas.
I don't know what you did, but it sure worked. We've already received a shipment of food from Homestead, and more seems to be on the way. You've single-handedly secured the future of this settlement. I don't know how to thank you. Have a glass of water. It's on me.
Yes, I'm just glad we all survived. So, we get a bunch of reputation with both Devil's Crossing and Homestead. We get bindings of Bismiel, and we get a mark of Murden. So those are just some high-end crafting materials. And I've returned to just putting all my crafting materials over here because I've got rather sick and tired of just shifting things around. You really need just a extra bag where all your crafting materials go. That would be stellar. Okay, so next up is gonna be Soros Bastion, because we have our Necromancer buddies that also have a quest for us. So the Blood Grove has been slightly depopulated in my quest for the Blood of Catan. Similarly for the Rift inside. It's always, if you're looking for something, then it suddenly becomes really hard to find. So I believe we'll just have to speak with the Keeper. Yeah. You've proven yourself to be a valuable ally, and the Order thanks you for your service. But now must come before you with a task I can only trust to our closest allies. So what's so important? Our master, Uroboruuk. We have information that may lead us to him. Have already sent several of the Order to explore the area, but none have returned. And so I turn to you. You have proven to be both resourceful and deadly, attributes that should serve us well in tracking down our master. We have reason to believe that Uroboruuk was recently in an area known as the East Marsh, not far from Burwich. It's a foul place filled with toxic waters and vicious wildlife. I fear that I may have sent our acolytes to their deaths, but you may succeed where they have failed. Will you investigate this lead for the Order? Sure. So we're gonna go back to that area. And while we're here, might as well have a look at the bounty. Dark Vale. Next, Carn's Palace. Take a look at the bounty. Ethereal, Flash Up Vanguard, do some harvest. Nah, okay, just step away. I figured if we maybe were lucky to get something in the East Marsh, no, we might as well get that bounty while we were there, but yeah, we're not. So, East Marsh O'Clock. See what's happening over there. So the Homestead quest wasn't overly spectacular. Let's see how this turns out to be. So these are just even beneath my notice. Level 19s. And once we get to the East Marsh, monsters will get more powerful. They have decent autoscaling. I've noticed that a lot of content scales up to about level 40, 45, and then it peaks out. Given that I did hit level 50 while looking for the Blood of Catan, we might not be able to get a lot of experience anymore from going back to earlier areas, but at some point you do have to move on. Hitting level 50 didn't really come with any gear upgrades. Also notice the mobs here are low level 50, 52. Also, as in, they scale along still. That's good. Means this is gonna be a proper challenge. So, does the map point out anywhere we have to be? Nope, oh, it doesn't. That's gonna make it interesting. That means full clear. Or full enough. Hello there, trolls.
That skill's not ready.
I think I'm rather trolling them instead of them trolling me. Plaguehounds. Hello there, plaguehounds. A lot of chipped teeth and jawbones. Poor journeyman. They always get the short end of the stick, at least in this story. Oh, most people get the short end of the stick, so I don't think it really matters what profession you had in this world before. Yo, yeah, the world just ended, and things didn't really turn out well for anyone. Not even for the cultists, actually. It's pretty not a happy story for anybody.
I can't do
Except for us, because we are the hero. Okay. Let's just keep bombarding the bugger.
I can't do that yet.
He hurts like hell. He really hurts like hell. Ow. That's almost made it, but not quite. Yeah, let's activate all our things. I think I had my turtle shell kick in at one point, which is why, no, if it doesn't do it afterwards, you feel tankier than you actually are, and you stand in a little longer. The safest recourse would have been to simply kite around them. The trade-off there, of course, is that I'm shooting a lot less, so I'm doing a lot less damage. At least we go back to where we came from. Let's drop some portals on the way, just to make it easier to return. Might as well just walk slightly outside of the areas where we have been so far. At least we get to kill some things on the way back. Okay. And we're pretty close. Well, everything has been loaded, so we really can just unleash a barrage on the Troll King. This is a Troll King, right? Yeah, a Swamp King. Troll King, Swamp King. Okay, let's just Mirror of Erioctis. That's gonna be some damage reflect plus damage immunity. And we get a back scratcher. Okay. Also a bunch of boxes, but nothing truly interesting there, I imagine. Symbol of Salau. So, loot not showing no, a pretty short distance away from you seems to be a recent, well, let's call it innovation in the game. Might also just be a bug. It is slightly annoying though if you can't, if you don't notice someone fall to the something fall to the floor, then you actively. Well, then you need to be lucky enough to just walk past it in order to notice it, because otherwise it's just not gonna light up. Okay. So you can make a fair assumption that this quest is gonna send us pretty deep into the East Marsh. Because there's no point in having to dip 2 toes in and then nothing happening. And we're in Global Country. Always fun with these little things. The local goblins, or at least I think of them as goblins. Just zig and we zag. And then we blow them all to bits. Arbagol, the Shank, who never really made it out alive. Another camp. Some Briarthorn horrors.
That skill's not ready.
We really didn't get much more of a pointer than go to the East Marsh and look around. Technically we are now in Crags, which is of course technically not the East Marsh. Reality, it's still part of the East Marsh, and if people went into the East Marsh, they might have walked on towards Crags. Looking for clues. Haven't seen anything necromantic either, to be honest. So we're gonna just have a bit of a look around, defeat the boss here, because that's always fun to do. Hello there, Kaliska. Bone Hunter. That's a kitey bugger. You.
That skill's not ready.
We'll just keep freezing you. Bombardment. The damage gets interesting, like now. We'll just put up our Mirror of Erioctis.
Can't do that yet.
And boom, says the bugger. That's a pretty large animal. Already restored this in a previous game. Okay, and then time to bugger out. Of course, hey, look at that. There's something on the map. So let's put up a thing, a portal, panic portal, and have a look. Uroboruuk's Guardian. That seems interesting. Skeletonite. Let's just do a bit of clearing here. Yes, you.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, bombardment. Ooh, even ghosts are coming in. He's going down. Okay, mirror it. Just to make sure we don't die in the last second here. Okay, we got some notes. That's good. That's good. That's always fun. I like lore bits. Okay, nothing. Oh, I was gonna say nothing scary here, but of course then the skeletons pop up. More skeletons, yeah. Shooty skeletons down there as well. Okay. They weren't there before. So let's just clear out. They walked up the path, might as well reward their efforts with a nice old meteor storm. Hey. Oh, you as well. Otherwise you're gonna be all lonely here without your buddies. Wouldn't be that cruel. Soros Bastion. And then before we hand things in, we have of course lore bits. But first we have walkie bits. I don't remember doing this quest before, to be honest, so this is gonna be new for me as well. And we'll see what follows. I mean, for Carmen's Chosen we managed to completely do the quest chain. Hey! We didn't pick up a quest, did we? Right, let's return to that one afterwards. I got that one. Okay. So, bookie bits. Uroboruuk's notes. Notes seemingly abandoned by Master Necromancer Uroboruuk. So that's what the Master wants. Uroboruuk's journal, page 2. I will rip the bones from 1,000 for this treachery. At a great cost I have survived a deadly attack. I had discovered a large contingent of chthonic fiends. At first, I thought they were the source of power that I sought, and so I trailed them. As they traveled north, I soon realized that they too were after the same thing as I. They made their way to the cliffs by way of the swamp. In following them, I had walked right into an ambush, as I was suddenly attacked from behind. The fight was devastating, and I destroyed dozens in the ensuing conflict. However, in the midst of the battle, several of the harbingers cornered my guardian. I first believed they intended to destroy it, but when they exploded, a rush of chthonic energy surged into my creation and severed our link. The animated mass of bone turned on me, and I knew then that the harbingers had found a way to corrupt my necromantic creation. I do not yet understand how they were capable of such an act, but it was unlike anything I have ever seen a chthonic being do. If the fiends of the void are able to harness this power on a large scale, then even the Order of Death's Vigil will find itself outmatched. I must maintain hope that what I seek will be an answer to fighting this darkness. With each step the power grows, and others will be drawn to it. I must hurry. Interesting, so there's something to the north. Keeper of Tomes. Was your journey successful? Here is part of the journal. This is a shocking discovery. None have found even a hint of Uroboruuk before now. It appears that our master has involved himself in the events revolved around the Grim Dawn's origins. Being involved in world-changing events is not exactly new for him. His guardian was contaminated by the void. It appears that Chthon's minions do not look kindly upon our master's actions. Whatever he's doing, it has stirred the Chthonians into action. I have little doubt that he prevailed against his assailants, though. Let's have a quick look. 2,000 reputation, that's nice. Change of Oleron and Devil-Touched ammo. Okay, so should we go after him? It has become clear after years of searching that our master does not wish to be found. If and when he chooses to return to us, we shall welcome him with great celebration and curiosity. So what's next? We shall take the battle to the Ethereals and the Chthonians, alongside our Black Legion allies, as promised. Beyond that, well, that remains to be seen whether we succeed. So what about Uroboruuk? Okay, I wonder if he's alright. I wonder... So, is this just because I talked to it? Yes. Flashforward, Vanguard, boo boo boo. Step away. Okay, so that's why there's the exclamation point, because I talked to the table. Not actually useful to talk to a table, but... yeah, details. Alright, so... let's see, we have the Order of Death's Vigil. We got a quest. Do we get another one? No, we don't get a final quest in the end. That's interesting. So we are done here. I think for Carmen's Chosen we got the final quest at the Honored status, where we actually discovered the whole background behind Kaiman's chosen faction. So we are honored here. Rovers, we are already on the quest, but we still need one more piece. So, yeah. Let's hunt for that one. If we're doing questies anyway, we might as well continue. So we're gonna look into the Plains of Strife, and there is a portal there. And we're gonna enter that portal and get the Spirit of Mok Drogon. Which is useful. So last time we opened up the doorway here. And now we're gonna go through. Just clearing some minions. They keep on coming. They really like to rush to their doom. And yeah, that was that. Corpse there, can't even plunder it. That's a waste of a pretty good corpse. And then the Plains of Strife. There's a unique over there. That's just, yeah. Alara Starfire. Ooh, you hurt. Let's put up our mirror just to counter the damage. Well, most fights are short enough that the mirror of Arioctes, about 3 seconds, it hurts them quite a bit. And I've been putting some points into it just to get the cooldown a bit lower. So you can use it more during fights, which is nice. Calamdris, the Reinhardt. Okay. We have to find out where the portal is. I believe it was somewhere to the right. I hope my memory is accurate about that. Overmind. Okay, that's an interesting bottleneck. Kind of tricky to deal with. Especially since my usual style is to just burst in and then blow things up. Having to deal with the bottleneck is kind of not what I want. Ooh, scrap. Okay. Was the portal somewhere to here? So there's some allies over here. Corpse dust, scrap, lots of stuff.
I can't do that yet.
A little bit, and this was not it. Okay. Okay, might as well just sweep through, just to make sure that we have covered all the sites. And it's good for getting kills, getting XP, getting loot, crafting materials. So as you might have picked up by now, if you set yourself some specific goals that you want to achieve, you need crafting things. Ooh, we're now respected by the outcasts. Is that actually useful? We get a quest. Ooh, we get a quest. But we still need to do the previous quest, so there's no point in that yet. Also, access to the bounty table. That is useful. Because then you gain more XP and reputation with them outside of the quests if you're stuck on the quests, like I am. Okay. As Archmage, let's just bombard some death on these people. And things, it's not just people. Ooh, obelisks, ah yeah, they are out in the wild. And there's a unique in there, Corpsefire, who is reflective. So let's strip the magic away from it so it doesn't backfire too hard. Hooks, they hurt.
That skill's not ready.
Okay. I didn't have my mirror available, so I couldn't immunize myself from damage for a short while. Mark of Illusions. We did gain a level. And we still haven't found the portal. I think we're just gonna just put a cut in here. And then next episode we're just gonna continue where we left off. But firstly, let's clear the screen of anything that wants to harm us. Then do our level up. And then that's gonna be the conclusion to this episode. Okay, so level up might be useful to actually get to the skill page. Oh yeah, so after level 50, starting with level 51, you only get 2 skill points per level rather than 3. And I think after level 70, it might even drop to 1 per level. So Mirror of Erioctes, I have been boosting it. It drops down by a little bit every time you boost it up. So the cooldown goes down by a little bit. So now we're down to 16.7. In the beginning we were somewhere around 30. So with only 8 points, it already drops down to half. And the damage reflection goes through the roof. So things trying to hurt you, it will hurt them. Ah, we don't have any points there. Okay, and that's gonna be it for this episode. So I'm gonna thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you again next time when we are gonna look for the Spirit of Morg Drogon, claim a shrine, and then move into the necropolis. Bye bye.